Hey guys, happy Tuesday. I hope you have a wonderful day, okay? This throw I think is good if you truly want to improve, you know, relationships in your life, things like that. Other than that, I think that that's really where this drops anchor, and I think it's perfect timing for where we're at, okay? We come in with the Knight of Cups as our energy, okay? We've got the King and Queen of Swords here. And our outbound card is the Knight of Coins, okay? What we have here, and don't take offense, right? Because we're all more than one sign, so don't take offense to this, but you've got some pretty strong houses in here, pretty stubborn, set in their ways signs, okay? Which is fine. They're all in our charts to teach us different lessons, but they're not always the pleasant ones, right? I think that what is going on today is we come in, like I say, with the energy of the Knight of Cups, okay? That is Neptune and Pisces, okay? That's inner work, right? We come in with also the King and Queen of Swords. You've got to also take into account here that, remember what I said, that knights come after kings, right? So it's the King and Queen then, right? Then the knights come, then the world comes, then comes, you know, jobs and how we interact in the world and the things we want outside of our homes, right? The King and Queen represent your castle, but the knights represent your outside world, things outside, you know, your driveway, your front porch, your house, right? Your jobs and all of that. So I think what's really going on here, we've got the King of Swords, who is Libra, right? It's Venus in Libra. And we've got the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Swords, which is, you know, Aquarius and Uranus here. Our outbound card is Virgo, Mercury, right? But it's in retrograde. So it's the fix for this is, again, it's that sixth house of how do I rework things. That's the house of illness, right? The house of health, the house of things that just need to be recalibrated. That's all. That's what I mean by that. So with the Knight of Cups, that's, again, it's Neptune and Pisces. It's the stuff under the surface. It's taking time to really look at things, right? It's our subconscious. It's where the things under the surface, you know, the things that we really just need to explore. It's deep waters there, right? It's things in our subconscious that just because we get through things in life and we fix things in life and we find ways to work around it and we get our aha moments and, okay, I finally get this, it doesn't mean that that ever goes away. It's stored in our subconscious forever. It just finds a spot in there. It's not rattling around, you know, with nowhere to go, and that's where, you know, panic attacks come in and things that come out of the blue come up. When we find a spot for those things, that's a great thing, but it doesn't mean it ever goes away. Sometimes things in life will trigger that still, right? I think what you're really being asked to look at here is the dynamics of the relationships that you're in. Because let's take, for example, the King of Swords here, right? That's Libra. That is a very, very tough sign, okay? That's again, it's a, and again, please don't take offense, we're more than one sign, right? But it's a tough sign, because what it is it's, you know, doesn't like conflict, doesn't like to be upset, likes everything to look a certain way and be pretty and boxed a certain way. But under the surface there, what they're really doing is it's a subconscious psychological thing that gets acted out in relationships, right? It's the zingers in the relationships where the partner that you usually get in the relationship with can absolutely make your head pop off, right? But what it's doing is it's let's you know, Libra is the house of, you know, I can't get past the fact that my father is just either submissive or he's mundane or he's less than, he's not something that I admire, right? So Libra goes out and they spend their lives trying to get that perfectly packaged relationship, only to find out that what they end up with actually is what they've been trying to avoid. So when you realize that life doesn't need to be extraordinary and it doesn't need to be packaged in a certain way, that yeah, sometimes we need to be mundane and status quo, and that's just how things are. That's the freedom for Libra. That's when they really are set free. And Aquarius, which is the Queen of Swords here, is same kind of scenario, but I'll let you only get so far and that's enough, right? I can't let you get too close because then I'll need to be vulnerable, right? That's why they're the perfect couple, right? If ever you wanted to see what a twin flame relationship looks like, guys, that's it. Because you can each pop each other's heads off only to help each other grow, right? So your advice here is with the Knight of Coins, right? That's let's rework this. That's the house of Virgo, right? The house of let's rework this and let's take some time, you know, and really look at why we do the things that we do and cut ourselves some slack and just, you know, release the grip from the side of the mountain, the stronghold that you've got on your life, and just realize that, you know, that the universe doesn't need a wingman. It knows exactly what you want and exactly what it should look packaged like and come like and what will really help you thrive. So I think that let's just release the things that aren't working, right? And let's try something different. You don't need to implement it fully. Just take the stronghold off just a little bit and just be open to some stuff, right? Listen to your dreams. Pisces in Neptune there, that's solitude, right? That's it's also a house though where we self-sabotage ourselves. So maybe take a look at that. And again, please don't take offense to this. We're not only one sign, but we're put in certain signs and certain houses so that we can learn certain rules, right? That's all I'm pointing out. And that's very strongly what this read is about. It's about the relationships that we get in, what we're expecting from them, and what we're expecting from ourselves, right? Because there's a real screwy dynamic here that we all have at some point in our charts, right? But as we get older, we tend to overcome these things. But these houses they're tough houses, right? They're houses that shine a light really strongly on the things that we really need to look at. And we can choose in this house, the 6th house, and the 12th house. We can sink or swim here, right? So look at the relationships in your life. Look at the things that you really beat yourself up over, and ask really why, and why you need to compare yourself to you know, the traumas of childhood. We can find a place for them, like I say, in our subconscious, right? We can find a drop spot for them and just let them be. But there's certain times that until we do that, and eclipses and things like that, certain points in our lives and certain planet alignments and everything in retrograde really brings these things front and center to us to really be looked at and to find a spot in that closet for these things so that we can have a really healthy, happy, productive, full life, right? That's the only reason I'm pointing this out there. I already know I'm going to get slammed for some of this, but I asked for a sign because sometimes as a tarot reader, these are not lovely readings to deliver. But you know what? I do this because it's what I do. It's what I'm good at. It's my gift, right? So I'm not serving you or myself anything if I candy coat this and say, oh, this is okay. It's not okay, because what's being pointed out is a life that needs to be a good one for you, right? So I'm just a messenger. I hope that you take it that way, and I hope that you find a positive in here, because shining the light on things sometimes, you know, and I'm no different than you, it really, really, it can be a game changer. So that's our focus to be here, right, is to be happy and joyful. So let's see the things that cause us hiccups and where we go off the tracks and pull it back in to have that happy life, okay? I hope that I helped you some way. I hope you have a lovely day. I hope if you need a private reading, you reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to look at anything for you, okay? Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.